It's going to be the sophomore, Gavin Orubka, for Holy Cross. But no matter who he goes up against on the Army side, with the talent they have in the dot, it's going to be a tough day for Orubka. He's called for a violation right away. That was Robert Simone, the sophomore, who wins the first one of the day. And it's Army to possession quickly. And you got to try and get a stop against this team, slow them down, because you know if they get going, it could be a long day.
And that's the furthest thing from the Crusaders' mind right now. We kind of talked off the air, Mike, and said this opening draw is going to be important because if Army can control and get on the board first.
J.R. Long makes a save off the aforementioned Plunkett.
Or 73.7%. That's just tops in the country. That's a ridiculous save percentage for Lacrosse.
So Sheehan scored the game-winning goal versus Bucknell in overtime. Out high to Botek. To GLE Sheehan. Good pass into space, and Holy Cross is on the board first. It's John Mitchell, and it's a 1-0 lead.
Great job by Sheehan. Goal line extended. Eyes converted to him. Nobody looked out for John Mitchell, who slashed through the middle. Beautiful feed. Better finish. Crusaders taking a 1-0 advantage.
Well, for Mitchell, his 6th of the year, he played at Iona Prep. Get the restart. And Holy Cross will look to add to their lead in the early going against the 5th-ranked team in the country.
You know, it's funny. We had a conversation during the week with Albarisi, the head coach over at Army.
Tunney gets free, nothing doing. Big time cause turnover in front, and Army is out the other way. Black Knights looking for their first of the game. 11.5 to go in the first quarter. Work it back to X. This is the aforementioned Fellows. Trying to get that left Franz free. Spins it out top, and J.R. Long has another save to his name in the early going. I mean, you see it. It's just the Northeast has been such a good spot for lacrosse. And Long Island, New York, upstate New York, even right here in Massachusetts as Plunkett tries to get the right hand free. Works it over, and they get one. Braden Fountain, the freshman, spots his 21st of the year.
29th goal by a plebe this year for the Army Black Knights. What a fantastic look. Again, Plunkett, you got to account for him, right? So all eyes turn to him. He defers to Fountain, and look at that shot. Low to low. J.R. Long couldn't make a play on it. The 60-second locked-in penalty could score as often as they can.
Just 5 on the 2-man advantage right now. They swing it all the way back up top. Everything to the outside. Shot right into the breadbasket of Byrne. Work it to the restraining line. 5-0 on the year. 4 non-conference wins and a conference win against Lafayette. A 15-5 dominant win for the Black Knights. Good pass into space. And there's Eicher. His 13th of the season, and Army jumps in front 2-1.
He's averaging just about 2 points a game this season is Eicher. There's his first of the afternoon as the Black Knights take the lead. Just a good look in the middle. Eicher kind of flashing. You see him right off the edge of your screen. Unmarked, slow to slide over was Matt Carbonell.
Holy Cross doesn't hate that. 1-goal game.
No, if you're JL Repper, you're happy with how your defense is playing. More importantly, you're happy with how your offense is playing as well.
Fellows spins it out high. This is Salou. Works it into space. That space was collapsed on pretty quickly by the Crusaders. Somehow, Braden Fountain stays on the ball. Fountain trying to get that left hand free. He does, and he skips it off J.R. Long. Shot clock didn't reset. Out high. The shot into the back of the net from Plunkett.
1 second on the shot clock when he released that, and it found the back of the net. Second goal of the afternoon for Plunkett. They're going to review it to see, or potentially review it. They're both going to the center dot, so they're not going to review it.
Scored 2 goals in his first career game against a really tough Providence team. And we said it, of late, that Bucknell game seemed like he really sparked some confidence. And ever since, he has been rolling. Good pass, good save from Byrne, and that's what you see from him. What looks like a goal is taken away from Raimondo.
3 straight goals for Army. That was Fournier who created that ground ball, almost forced that turnover. Crusaders going to reset here, 40 on the clock.
Sheehan spins free to the left hand, works it over to Botek. 8 points on the season for the sophomore midi. Botek, great pass across, and a better finish on the doorstep. It's Michael Bonomo, and Holy Cross has cut the lead to 1.
Great look. But the creation of this play is even better. The shake near the top, and then the move to the wing. You see this look move to the wing by Botek, and right at the edge of the crease, late to slide over was Fournier. That's why they're averaging so many shots per game.
Talked about it a little earlier, but it's so true. The drive for the older guys, the disappointment of, this is Plunkett throwing it high, but a team that was so good, did so many things right, 11-3 last year, #1 in the country for some time, and they didn't get a bid to the NCAA tournament. So one of the driving forces for this year is that J.R. Long big-time stop on Eicher. This is Tyler Clark. For Army looking to get going. He'll take it to X himself. Clark will work from X. Looking for a slasher, nobody available. He works it over to Eicher. Eicher from a tough angle gets it to go. Eicher's got a pair today, and the lead is back up to 2.
That was a great set play by the Black Knights because they had Braden Fountain in the middle, and all of a sudden, a couple of the Crusaders defenders had to freeze. Take a look at the edge of your screen. Right there, toward the right portion of your screen, Fountain was coming middle toward the back post. A lot of defenders froze, which left it open for Eicher on the near side, who beat J.R. Long.
That could have went the other way easily. So Army looking to extend their lead. It's been 2 once before. Haven't been able to get it to 3 yet. This is Eicher, who's on hat-trick watch. Marked by Carbonell. The senior midi who started the last 5 games. Played in 48 career games. Good pass into space, and there's the finish from Braden Fountain.
That's amazing. Just sitting back, I have the luxury of being your analyst today, Mike, so I could just sit back and watch. Army almost works a stack when the ball's at X. They have 3 players kind of layered out in front of J.R. Long, and it was Fountain coming in. You see the bottom layer of the stack? That's Fountain at the top of the layer.
What a showing against Merrimack.
Shoemaker was also really good in that game against Bucknell, specifically the 4th quarter and the couple of overtimes that they went into. He was the one that helped create that offensive opportunity for the Crusaders.
Plunkett, right-handed shot. What a stop from J.R. Long as that skipped off him and went high.
High to low on that shot from far, and J.R. Long read it beautifully. He had a clear view at it, saw that ball going low, and went down to make the stop.
Pass into space, and there's the finish. And Army has made it clear they will work from X, make your goalie move, and get the finish topside.
Holy Cross has to do a better job bringing more defenders toward the middle of the field there when there's a player at X. Maybe front someone. Rincon has to do a better job fronting. But look, again, it's a stack play. Not only that, but you have Gunnar Fellows flashing through the crease. And there it is once again.
Makes sense. A lot of these guys could be tight ends, linebackers on their high school football teams. Come to college, they choose lacrosse. Working from X again. Shot into the back of the net for Eicher. That's 3 for Eicher, 3 for Fountain, and it's a 7-2 lead as Plunkett's got the other.
I was just about to make a comment, Mikey. A little bit of a different look for Army. They've gone stacked the last couple times from X. This time they went 4 across the bottom. You see the first 3 players right there. Just a great shot. That's a shooter's shot right there. Bit of an umbrella approach before they got offensive personnel. Let's see how long before they work X and what they set up here.
This is Eicher. They're at X, George. They get it right to the front. Great save by J.R. Long. Try to scoop it home. Nothing doing. Loose ball. J.R. Long's got it. They work it to X. They'll try to get top side. Then McCullough. All the way out high we go. Good cut away from the play. They work it back to X. Quick ball movement from the Black Knights we've seen all day. Making J.R. Long swing that head around quickly. Great pass across, and the finish is there. It's Braden Fountain once again, and the lead is 8-2.
Boy, just a great setup here by the Black Knights. It was a 2-man weave in front of the net this time, so they've showed us a couple of different looks from X. They've showed us a stack. They've showed us 4 across, and now just a 2-person weave in front. As you take a look at Fountain just waiting, then slips behind Rincon and gets free at the near post.
Sheehan at X. Just 20 to shoot for Holy Cross. Sheehan trying to dodge to get topside. He does with the left hand. Out high to Botek. Botek shooting lane, but Byrne will see that and stop that. And out the other way comes Army.
Bit too easy of a clear for Army, but Holy Cross had 4 players down low near the crease.
Whoa, to high to the back of the net for Eicher. And Army continues their run.
Well, what did Albarisi tell us? The best, we feel like our best defense is our offense. We want to attack, attack, attack. Nothing.
If you're J.R. Long, what could you do?
Yeah, exactly. You and I had the same exact thought. What can you do? Nothing you could do if you're J.R. Long.
Fournier got a touch on the offensive side of things, but he will scoot back. This is Jackson Eicher, the senior. 4 goals today.
3 from there.
3 assists. He's got 7 points.
I like the idea. He was moving left and shot that right with his left.
Eicher all the way out high to Plunkett. Left-handed shot from well out. That hit a body on the way through painfully. Carbonell looked like that stung him a bit.
Lacrosse balls hurt normally, and with the wind how it's whipping down there, it's going to sting even more.
Right hand free. Better save from J.R. Long. Hill Plunkett fired the shot on goal. And J.R. Long will scoop up this ground ball with Hill Plunkett all over him. That's going to be a flag against Hill Plunkett as he takes out J.R. Long.
He had room if he wanted to crash toward that back post to receive a ball.
Shot never made it to goal. Jude Lynch.
Oh!
There's a flag.
That should be more than just a flag, and then another big hit thrown as Sean Byrne was ran over behind the net.
Yeah, unreleasable. And for a team that's at 41.2% man up, 5th in the Patriot League, they'll go to work. Left-handed shot to the top of the cage. And the lead grows for Weisenborn and company.
A lot of space. Again, nothing you can do. You're a defender down if you're Holy Cross. You're trying to defend that umbrella setup, right? Everybody out along the perimeter. And you just got to pick your poison. Everyone's got quick hands on the Army Black Knights team, and it was Weisenberg's time on the wing. You see that good feed? Nobody really there. Rincon late on the slide.
It's Eicher all the way out high. To Weisenborn. Working a GLE, Weisenborn. All the way out high to Fountain. Weisenborn. Really good ball movement, and that shot finds the back of the net. Finn McCullough, and it's 11-2, Army.
Finn McCullough was working from X, and with that 2-4 look from Army, or the 2-3 look from Army, 2 players high, 3 players mid, and then McCullough working from X. Holy Cross just kind of lost sight of him, and he was able to sneak GLE, and that pass found him, and J.R. Long, nothing he could do there. That player was just wide open. You take another look. There's McCullough, just snuck in. GLE, ball found him, and all he's got to do is turn and shoot.
And honestly, the toughness, the grit of this team, it shows. Weisenborn will hold off. 45 seconds to go in our first half. Work it to the outside for a shot that finds the back of the net from Plunkett once again. Evan Plunkett is having a day. That's his 3rd point and his 2nd goal.
Shot stayed low to low for Plunkett, and J.R. Long immediately said, yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault here. He entered the day 7 goals, 3 assists for 10 points.
12-2 game in favor of the road team. Opening faceoff belongs to Army West Point. They're going to go right to goal for a shot. And there's another goal to open the second half. It's Simone, and it's 13-2.
Face-off man winning that forward. A design win forward for Simone. Was able to scoop up the ground ball. There you see the move forward against Arubka. And then off to the races. Nobody really picked him up on the Holy Cross side.
Work it to X. Eicher, so good from here. Got a cutter, finds the cutter, but the shot just goes high. It was Evan Plunkett who just threw it wide at target. It's going to stay with Army.
Plunkett stood still for about 5 seconds at X, and like, how did I miss that shot?
Eicher again from the same spot. Got Plunkett again, different side, different result to the back of the net.
Plunkett just snuck around. He had about 3 screens with the stacked players for Army and snuck in behind the defense. And it's 14-2, our .32 health player to watch at the beginning of the match, Mikey, and he's proving us kind of right here. Nice to know that we know some things once in a while.
Well, I'll say you do, considering you sent that. But yes. Well, Evan Plunkett continues a very nice day. Just one of those quick ones, trying to get things going, and it feels like for Holy Cross, nothing going their way today. As Eicher works topside from X. Good save from J.R. Long. Said it, they make you work till late in the clock. Every pass you make, someone's right there to disrupt or get a stick on. Kicked out, great save from Byrne, no surprise at all. 12-goal lead in the third quarter, and Army West Point is sitting on a man up here. 30 seconds to shoot. Work it from X, off angle, shot goes in.
J.R. Long never saw it. That shot came so quickly right out of X for McCullough, his second of the game. J.R. Long never saw that at all, and it was in the back of the net. Take another look. McCullough shook his way through, and oh boy, just right through.
Cross isn't hockey, basketball where you play 30 games a year. He's getting 170 wins as this one gets topside. Shot just goes wide off the stick of Weisenborn. And it's methodical from X. Surgical, the word you used, I like a little better. Couple slashers, find one. Left-handed shot. J.R. Long got enough of it. He's going to scoop this up.
Black Knights didn't want a crease violation, so they went nowhere near the rock.
Dooley. Started 5 of 7 games on the year coming into today, and look at that. Back and forth we go. Billy Adams has made quite a few good plays defensively for Army as this stays in bounds, and here they come the other way. Fournier all the way across. Great skip pass. They work it to the crease, and another goal. This time it's Gunnar Fellows.
Junior from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, 16th goal of the game. And I just, for the Black Knights, listen, Billy Adams, the senior midi, coming off the bench quickly, makes a defensive impact, turnover, leads to the goal.
Wins like 15-5 at Lafayette, 17-4 at Mercer, 14-3 at Yale, 9-3 at Rutgers. Working right to the crease and into the back of the net. D'Agostino with a beautiful finish, and the lead is as big as 15.
Senior midi, you said it, good move. Had the jab step to his left hand, found out he had the extra step on all the defenders, and just kept going. Here it is right here, just darting left, had the extra step on the defender, and then puts it into the back of the net behind J.R. Long. I like that move, right? Even though Army has their secondary units out there, still a good time to get your secondary goalkeeper some live game looks, totally different.
Played in one game 2 years ago against Colgate. Rustler trying to get free. And talked about it. Remember, Holy Cross had those 2 goals in the first quarter, and since then, Army has been locked down defensively. There's a save. Richardson, that's his third of the contest. Eicher has 16 shots, 7 on goal today. That's a busy day on the Army side.
Again, the green light, just let it fly.
Sheehan scoots back to X. To Botek. GLE all the way across, and there's the finish.
Bonomo was open the first time. They never got it to him. Second time was the charm, able to get it across to him, and he puts it into the back of the net. 17-3 now.
Really good pass from Botek. As he worked to GLE, had eyes all the way across the field, top of the crease to the back of the net.
Not often there's been a defensive breakdown by the Black Knights, even with the secondary unit out there, but that time somehow Bonomo just found his way, leaking, there it is, and found his way all alone on the opposite side of the crease, and good vision by Botek.
Holy Cross bunches up in the middle.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Messinio, I don't whether he saw him or not, had the opportunity. We're going to get a foul here against Army. So 30-second penalty to Schroeder.
30 seconds up on the clock. Holy Cross goes man up for the third time today. They work it right to the crease, and there is the hat trick goal.
Late slide by the Black Knights defense. And Bonomo, again, that's the spot he's been standing in, just waiting for the rock, and the Crusaders able to deliver. Not much you could do if you're Evan Richardson. I don't even think Sean Byrne would be able to stop that.
Went quiet in the second and third. 6 shots in the second quarter, 7 in the third quarter. This is Botek looking more behind the back in that first quarter, but a 9-goal second quarter, George, really was the difference in this one. They shut out Holy Cross in the second quarter, so 3-2 after the first quarter turned into 12-2 pretty quickly. And there is the first save for Miller in his career of the 2025 campaign.
And I think what's deadly is for their opponents is that it did both for them.
Right. Just to clear up how good they've been in the early going this year, Carbonell gets free and fires a shot. Great save as Richardson kicked the right foot out. Right, and before you know it, we're going to be heading down the stretch of March, and each game's going to hold even more weight. The standings, everything's going to be getting looked at. Great save as that hit the helmet of Richardson. I mean, Colgate has a great non-conference win against Harvard on the road. That's a great win for them. I mean, the Patriot League just finds a way in lacrosse to be somehow flying under the radar a little bit.
And that's
another stop.
That's a Harvard team that had a great non-con win against Providence in the Big East.
Hung is putting on a show here, George, as he's kicking out saves left and right. You know, he knows, hey, we have one of the best goals against in the countries. We don't want to change that.
Yeah, kudos to, again, team mentality, right? Albarisi told us we're all a unit. We're all focusing on the same end goal here.
A Manelli shot is stopped once again.
With only 15 seconds left, I don't think Brady White's going to face a shot. His Army's just going to hang on to it. And Holy Cross is going to allow the Black Knights to do just that.
And this game is going to end with a scoreline of 17-4. A big second quarter for Army West Point, the difference today.